What is up? This is your LA in a minute. Baldwin Hills, Baldwin Park, Baldwin Lake, and Baldwin Avenue are all named after the same person, one of the most important people in Los Angeles history, Elias Jackson Lucky Baldwin. So who was Lucky Baldwin and why was he so impactful? Let's get into it. Lucky Baldwin was known as one of the great pioneers of business in all of California in the second half of the 19th century. He was a real estate investor and speculator who earned the name Lucky through great fortune of many of his business deals. Baldwin was born in Hamilton, Ohio in 1828, and his family soon moved to Indiana, where he was involved in several successful business ventures, which earned him the money to be able to move west to California for the gold rush in 1853. Instead of digging for gold, however, he decided his future wealth lay in providing supplies, accommodations, and food to potential miners. He also invested in those mines, and he would sell some of those investments and make money on the side. In one of those mines is where he earned his greatest fortune as well as his nickname. He was traveling and he told his broker to sell the certificates in the mine if the price fell below a certain threshold. Well, the price did fall, but the broker couldn't access the certificates because they were in a safe. By the time Baldwin got back, the share price rebounded and escalated to the point where he netted a fortune of $2 million or $81 million in today's money. He bought and sold hotels, with his crowning glory being the Baldwin Hotel, which he opened in 1875, which is also the same year he came to Southern California. He bought 8,000 acres of land, then known as Rancho Santa Anita. It was the largest real estate transaction in Los Angeles County up to that point. That was until 5 years later when he bought 45,000 acres, including parts of what would become Arcadia, Monrovia, Sierra Madre, Temple City, El Monte, South El Monte, City of Industry, Baldwin Park, West Covina, La Puente, Montebello, South San Gabriel, and Monterey Park. He became a city builder and attempted to found a town called Baldwin, but it never really took hold. So he formed a town site called Arcadia, where he was elected the first mayor in 1903. He signed deals to incorporate Arcadia as an official city and signed an agreement with Pacific Electric to have trains pass through the area so he could build a real city. One of the first things he built was the original Santa Anita Park in 1907, which is now the site of the Santa Anita Golf Course. All the while, he built his opulent ranch, which includes Baldwin Lake, which exists till this day. He had huge sheep ranches on that land, orange trees, vineyards, but his main passion was horses, specifically thoroughbred racing. His name is all over the record books from the 19th century in racing horses, and he's known as one of the best breeders of all time. He was one of the first to focus on speed instead of stamina in these thoroughbreds. He was also one of the first land barons to shun the racism and discrimination of that day, especially for hiring. He hired many African Americans, Chinese, and Mexicans to work on his ranch. Baldwin was also known for his womanizing. He had 4 wives throughout his life, including one that actually shot him after rumors of infidelity. Baldwin eventually died in 1909 at 81 years old from pneumonia, but his legacy lives on all throughout Los Angeles. So Elias Jackson Baldwin was one of the most important and impactful people in Los Angeles history, and he really was lucky, and his name's all over the place to prove it. All right, LA, it's been a minute.